It is over in the afternoon where I am. So, but I can still do good rising. Good rising, we have another day. Good rising, hey, 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 hey. Hey. Good rising, we have another day. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All right, I have a cup of tea here, and I'm about to put my makeup on. Got a cup of peppermint tea, and I'm about to put my makeup on because my daughter wants to go get lunch. And I have shampooed my hair, deep conditioned, and curled my hair. It's still in the curls, I haven't combed them out. Uh, but it's been raining. I went to the gym last week, 4 days. Okay. I told y'all my shoulder, I hurt my shoulder doing push ups. So I can't do weights for 2 weeks. Uh, but the manager at the Planet Fitness that I go to, he's like family to me. He even my work desk. I work from home. He put that desk together for me, and he's helped me like with my car battery and stuff like that. So he's like family. So he's supposed to be putting together something for me to do bands while I can't lift weights, um, to give my shoulder time to heal up, and then I'll go back to doing weights. I do hope everybody that you and your families are well. When I say that, I'm not just saying it, I mean it. And I do mean it for everybody. Hello as you come in, and thank you for stopping by, however long you choose to stay. I am in kind of a very mellow mood because I mean, it was raining over in where I am in the wee hours of the morning. It's like the sky just opened and poured out buckets of rain, and it just made me sleepy. So it's not raining right now, but it's overcast. And then I was going to go to the gym yesterday because I got off work early. And hello, y'all, as y'all come in, greetings to you. I hope you and your families are well. Um, but I got off work early because I closed out my books, so I couldn't do anything else. So I got off work early, and I was like, I'm gonna have lunch, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and take a quick nap, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. Well, I went 4 days last week, okay, but I wanted to go yesterday, and then I was gonna come back home and shampoo my hair and do all that. Honey, I laid down across my bed. You know how you just get on your bed and you're not even laying straight in your bed with your headboard. I laid down across my bed, turned on the little vibing thing, I turned it on high, and just laid there. And I had some makeup videos playing on my phone. And honey, I was just snoozing like a little cat, just catnapping. And so I woke up probably about 6 o'clock, got up, and went downstairs and made my dinner. And after I had dinner, that's when I made the video that I made yesterday. Okay. And then came upstairs and went back to sleep, honey. Got ready for bed and went back to sleep. But I'm saying that to say I am in a very mellow mood. I've got my peppermint tea here. And I'm supposed to be going to lunch with my daughter, but she says she won't be here till about 3 or 3:30 because she's in deep conditioner right now because she did her hair today too. But I'm already done with mine, but she's in deep conditioner, and she says she's just kind of taking her time and lollygagging because she just likes to take it like I do, likes to take her time on the weekend. Because honey, through the week, we work and stuff, and then her boyfriend, he has his own business, and then my daughter has her own business. So when people, entrepreneurs, they don't just work 40 hours, because they're constantly going. um Yeah, because I'll be talking to her sometime, and I'll be like, well, where's your boyfriend? Because I'll call his name, and she said, oh, he's still up at the office, at his office. So y'all who say uh, around the U.S. lying, talking about my people are lazy, because everybody I'm telling you about is my people. My daughter, of course, my son, he's a manager at his job, one of the managers, and they work. When my son is not working, he's fishing. He took off on his birthday here just recently. And when he got home, because he left out early that morning and didn't get home until later over in the evening. And I said, what did you do for your birthday? He said, I was out on the water fishing. So he fished the whole day for his birthday. Honey, when we work. So around this country, y'all around the immigrants and then the lion bees, I'm in book, around that choose to lie. Now, I'm not talking about the good people, because there are some good uh people, okay? But around here lying, talking about we're lazy, y'all are lying, and you know you're lying. The country wouldn't look like what it looks like today had we not built it. So do shut up with that. Uh, my daughter's texting me now talking about thanks, because she asked me could she meet me a little bit later, and I was like, yeah, honey, because I'm subject to just lay down, and if it starts raining again, I don't know if either of us is going anywhere, to tell you the truth. So I may be putting on this makeup in vain, but we're going to get started. So uh all this different stuff, I need to clean this off. And y'all, let me show I finally got me one of these, okay? Because I see everybody else using it when they putting on their makeup, and they'll spray their spray, and then they use it to dry off. Honey, I turned this thing on. I got it from Amazon, and it's got three different fan. And I love fans, the noise of a fan anyway. I sleep. Y'all can hear it because it needs to be oiled. I sleep with my uh, ceiling fan on, and then I'll have my little mobile fan on, and it makes a noise. And honey, and then I'll have the little vibrate thing on my bed going. You talking about sleep, honey? I'm over there with the ancestors when I'm asleep. That's the And then got this thing to help dry makeup, but the noise it makes, and it's got a little power to it. As far as putting out air, I'm like, forget the makeup. I could just sit right here and just let this fan go. Honey, I can reach over in the Akashic records and tune into the ancestors just with this. Okay, let me get a sip of my tea. I was listening to a video. Um, hello, as you come in. Thank you for the compliment. Um, ooh, okay. Yeah, I have so many different kinds of little primers, because I'm always hitting buy on something, and then they send you, little stuff. So this is the hourglass primer. So we're gonna put that on. All right. So I was listening to a video, and the person's video is about the ICE raids that have begun for deporting the TPS ended status Haitians. Just like the FBA man that made the video that I'm telling you about, that I was listening to, said before he got started, he said how people are being treated as ICE rounds them up and picks them up. He's like, I don't like that. I don't agree with that. Some of the treatment is very inhumane, and I don't like to see people mistreated, period. My people, Jamaican people, Haitian people, African people, Russian people, what's called white people in the US. People, I don't like to see people mistreated, period. I really don't. And you can look in my eyes and tell I mean what I'm saying. Now, having said that, watching this video, uh, the man played a video of a Haitian woman coming out of her house, and she's on her phone, and she's pleading for help for her father, her 55-year-old father, because she said ICE picked up her father and that they will not give him food or water. They won't give him his medication. All of that, that's horrible. And it ended up, from what she said, her father ended up having to be taken to the hospital. He had had a stroke. And she said that the ICE people were even laughing about not giving him his medicine and things like that. I don't like that. Okay? Putting on the corrector, y'all. I'm not giving y'all the finger. Um, I don't like that. But having said that, here was my question. You knew this was coming. First of all, if you were under TPS when you came here, why in all the years that you've been here have you not um, gone ahead and sought out to do the paperwork that you needed to do to become a U.S. citizen? Okay? Why have you not done that in all these years? And then enough of y'all immigrants have run your mouth and tried to distinguish yourselves from my people, who are the ones that actually fought for y'all to be able to even come over here. And then you get over here and try to align yourself with the very people who really don't want you here. But y'all are finding out the hard way that we were not lying to you. So, why haven't you done the work to become legal and a full fledged citizen during the time you were under TPS status? And then it's not okay that you got over here and got high minded and tried to play like y'all were better than FBAs, my people, um, and actually run your mouth against us, uh, drinking the Kool-Aid of the beast, talking about we're lazy and all of this different stuff. Uh, like I said, I don't want to see anybody mistreated, but my people collectively are just, we're just over it. We're over trying to tell people what we've experienced because you don't care until it starts happening to you. And see, now that it's happening, now we're supposed to, according to y'all, be on the front lines marching and making calls and things like that. No, ma'am, no, sir. Y'all disrespected us. And I think I need on a little bit more moisturizer. I know I have already put some stuff on, but you disrespected us. And we wanted to come together. We fought for you to be over here. That's other types of black peoples and Latinas. We fought for y'all to be over here. And when you got over here, you showed us your ass. Okay? So we get it. Fine, we get it. Now leave us alone And let me say this, because I'm hearing videos of the younger Haitians who have been over here a while, and they don't have that thick accent, and not just Haitians, other types of melanoids. They don't have the thick accents that their parents have. And this lady that I was listening to, she was saying that they're trying to tell their parents how to uh, better survive and protect themselves against ICE. They think the younger generations that that don't have as thick of an accent speak more, they in their minds they think like us, like FBAs, and they think they're safer because they think that the YT and ICE agents can't tell the difference. While there may be, now I'm FBA, mama and daddy, if any of y'all immigrants showed up to one of my family reunions, nobody's going to be confused that you don't belong there. We do not look that much alike. I know y'all wished y'all looked like us. You don't. You don't. And not only can we tell the difference, the YT can tell the difference too. They can tell the difference. So y'all are not safe because you have less of the accent of the people of your home countries. And you think you can graft on to us and dress like us and talk, supposedly talk like us, and because you've been you don't look like us, baby. And the difference can be told. Now, let me finish this up. And I don't hate anybody. I'm just telling y'all the truth as I see it. Let me go back through here. So now we're hearing these stories about what's happening with ICE and the Haitians and the I think is it the Cubans or the Puerto Ricans, whoever, being rounded up. Uh, and now they're getting on and doing these videos telling these sob stories. You knew this was coming. You knew that TPS had ended and that at a certain date they told you they were going to start rounding you up. Why are you on your phone crying, wanting somebody, and you probably want my people to do something about it? You've been too disrespectful to us for us to even care. And while we're not hateful hearted people and we don't like the thought of y'all being mistreated, we most of us, or let me just speak for me, are wondering when you found out the TPS was that was ending and that they were going to start deporting y'all, why didn't you get the money that the US is offering you, take the money and go home? But no, you stayed hoping and praying that what had been told uh, and what the news had reported was not true. And then you want to get on make these videos thinking you playing on our heartstrings. I'm not going. You should have taken the money because honestly, I don't even feel like the United States should be giving y'all money to leave. If you have been over here through the kindness of the U.S. after that tornado or whatever it was that happened over there in y'all's homeland, if the United States was gracious enough to let y'all come over here and stay and kept extending TPS, It's on you that in all those years you didn't go through the process to become a legal citizen. Now, if you're a legal citizen, immigrant, you're American. If you're and you know, whatever your background is, if you're a legal citizen, you're a legal citizen. But yeah, this heartstring stuff and crying, getting on and crying when you have been told and even offered money to go back to your home country to help you on your way to do it. No, ma'am, no, sir, I do not feel sorry for you. And no, you can't mix in with us because we don't look that much alike. Because I'm telling you personally, I'm running a checklist down through my mind of my folks, my literal bloodline folks, and I ain't seen not one of you that could be one of my people. Not one. Why y'all think y'all look so much like us? So what's happening now is, I hate to say it, I don't take pride and pleasure at saying this, but y'all did this to yourselves. And I'm gonna say this too. I find it really disgusting. I mean sincerely. I'm not throwing that word around. I find it really disgusting the way y'all immigrants, illegal immigrants have come over here, and temporary immigrants have come over here, not done what you needed to do to become an American citizen, talked about America, uh, like it ain't nothing, but yet still want to be over here flying your flags, over here talking about your culture and your home country that you doing in and everything you can not to go back to. I find it disgusting that y'all's character seems to be to come and suck off of what's already built, and you leave your home country in shambles. I have no respect for you. I don't care if you work from 6:30 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night and call yourself a hard worker. I don't have any respect for you because everywhere my people have been, they built. Even the few times my folks did go like down into the southern Americas or whatever, from what I'm hearing and seeing and reading, we built communities there. This is what's letting me know what I am, and the FBA and the rest of the black melanoids. Something is different, and I'm not trying to be high minded. Something is different. Everywhere my people go, we build. But y'all seem to have a mentality and a mindset, instead of taking pride in building your own country, you seem to have a pride in saying, okay, those people have already built something. I just want to go leech off of it and lay in the belly of it and get the benefits of it. That's disgusting. And please don't think I respect you. I don't. Just in case you're wondering, I do not. We try to link arms with y'all and have that melanoid love that runs from heart to heart and breast to breast. Y'all didn't want it. So now here we are, you know, and we are. It is what it is. And I'm gonna say this: I'm not saying it from hate. I'm not jealous of anybody. There's no need for my species, the FBA melanoid, to be jealous of any of y'all baby calves. Y'all done sat up and said we don't have a culture. You called us dirty and all this different stuff. Now, whatever happens to you, and then you have the nerve to get on make these dumbass videos talking about they coming for y'all too. They can't tell the difference. Even if they could, you need to understand that my people and the fight in us, because trust baby, the feather still flies and the blood still runs hot. The fighting my people has done is the reason y'all could even run your ass over here in the first place. So do understand that. And I forgot exactly where I was going with that, but here's the thing, and we still don't hate you. You know what? If y'all went home to Haiti and took Haiti back and made it great and sat barbecue down and really made something out of your country, guess who would be uh, in the amen corner smiling and cheering you on? My folks. Because then you would be showing that you have some semblance of what runs in us. Like I said, something is different. Something is different, and can't nobody tell me any different. It would take each of us coming on here and telling our stories, honey. I have, and no, we're not violent people. We're peaceful people. That's how Buzz, and you can just guess who I'm calling Buzz, and Woody. That's how they got their ass over here. When instead of putting them down as soon as we saw them, because we were already here, we just kind of looked at them like, what is that? I wonder, is it hungry? Let's give them some barbecue and some corn and something to drink, you know. But so we're not violent and we're a peaceful people. But like I said, that feather still flies, baby. My great aunt, my grandmother's baby sister. Y'all, let me uh do this. I didn't know I had something in my nose. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. All right. My grandmother's baby sister. Uh, they tell me that, and when I talk about this, y'all, the women in my family are not um, rough looking women. They are very feminine looking women. They're very beautiful women. And I'm not trying to be high minded or anything like that. It just is what it is. They're beautiful women. And my great aunt, my grandmother's baby sister, uh, they tell me, and she was a Chanel. This much I remember about her. She wore is in perfume was either Chanel number 5 or Chantilly. Hmm. and I can still see her sitting at her vanity table. She was a heavyset woman, bright, light skin, real light. Because in our families we can have really light people up into really dark people, and all of them look nice in my family. Okay. Uh, and I can still see her sitting at her vanity, pin curling her hair, putting on her powder and lipstick and stuff. Feminine women, okay? But honey, they tell me at church one day, they after church they had a business meeting, and things got heated at the business meeting to the point where even after they had closed out the meeting and people were outside still discussing and stuff, it was heated. And I think some people may have been fixing to get ready to fight, about, because the business meeting is going to be something about some money and the budget and all this stuff. This is what I'm told now. And they said my grandmother got out her gun. Not my grandmother, my great aunt, my grandmother's baby sister, got out her gun and shot up in the air on the church ground. Shot up in the air. And I'm not gonna repeat, because we in mixed company. I'm not gonna repeat what they said she said after that. But in the essence, it was like, calm down, everybody, calm down. So when I tell you that over here, FBAs, we are not docile people. And when I say the feather still flies and the blood still runs hot, yeah, I am that. And it's not just me. I'm talking about all my folks. Each of us will have to tell our own stories and family stories and stuff. We ain't going nowhere. We're still right here. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Since I said that, y'all talking about they're coming after y'all too, and trying to scare us like we don't know what we've been living over here with for hundreds of years. We are living with the low the trash that got kicked out of Europe. I'm in history. And have been. Y'all can't tell us anything about these people we don't know. We were trying to tell y'all. And so while y'all are saying, yeah, you can't afford to be y'all FBAs can't afford to isolate yourselves, honey, y'all weren't anywhere around when we were fighting for the rights we do have today that y'all are enjoying the privilege of. What are you trying to scare us into thinking that we won't have your support? We ain't never had your support. We didn't have your support when we, like I said, when we were fighting for the rights y'all are enjoying. You're not telling us anything. So, like I said, I don't like seeing people mistreated, but truth is truth. And I don't like y'all's arrogance either. And let me go ahead and tell you this, because it's not that I'm thinking that we're better, but you better believe, you better even tell your children, it ain't they don't come better than FBA. And if y'all still got your chops, Haitians, Africans, and all of that, if y'all still have your chops, uh, meaning your spunk and your gusto, let's see it. And I don't mean towards us, because you came over here and flapped your beak against us, and now you got us. Well, we just don't care. Um, so show us what you got, and by getting your minds off of us and handling your business with who you need to handle your business with. And like I said, when we see you do it, we'll be happy for you and be thinking maybe you aren't such a waste of melanin. I told y'all I'm not one that plays. Let's see. Do I wanna and I'm just sitting here taking my time. I thank y'all for stopping by and staying as long as you do stay. I know I'm being long winded, but I'm just taking my time putting on my makeup and may as well make it some content while I'm doing this. And like I said, I do not hate anybody, but you're not fixing to just pull on my heartstrings for no damn reason when you could have prevented what's happening to you. And it was something else that that I saw that somebody made a video on. Maybe it'll come back to me. I'm thinking when my daughter picks me up, because she said she didn't mind driving, but if we're going where I think we're going, I'll see if she don't mind stopping by the mall because I have this powder compact. Excuse me, it's the NARS powder compact. It's the light reflecting in the color Mesa, MESA. And I did my research and looked it up because in the foundation, the NARS foundation, I wear the shade Bella. Well, the chart that shows you what color powder to get, uh, depending on what color foundation you use, it said that my powder color would be Mesa. Well, Mesa, and so I got it. Well, Mesa's too light. I don't like how it looks on me. It looks ashen. So I am wanting to take that back and exchange it maybe for another. That is not. That's not even. So I'm gonna smudge it. Um, Another powder compact, something that I know is a color that would work for me. Let's do that. But yeah, I don't care for that arrogance. And let me say, because I don't know many immigrants. Okay. Um, I don't know many immigrants. Now, I do know one Nigerian man who is a pastor here. And I've been acquainted with him since I was a teenager because he and my dad used to go get coffee and and do Bible study together. But and he's a pastor. My dad has passed on, but he's still this man I'm telling you about. He's Nigerian. He's still a pastor. Well, I've never heard him. I don't know how he feels in his heart, and he's married to one of an FBA. So I don't know how he feels in his heart, but I've never heard him say anything derogatory against my people. but I was at a church, not his church. I was when I was still in the church. Um, there was a church that I attended for a while where half the congregation was FBA, my people, and then the other half of the congregation was African, and the pastor was African. He was Ghanaian, okay, but he was married to an FBA woman, okay. Well, um, there was one of the elders in the church who was an older man. He was old enough to be like an uncle, if not a father, but he was African. I forget what country he was from, but I remember just as clearly, and this has been over 20 years ago, but I remember being in the church and it was after service, and we were just kind of mingling and mixing, and he said with such arrogance, looked at me and my husband because I was still married at the time. He said, "Yeah," he said, "I was over here in the United States before y'all were born." And then just kind of turned his head and looked up. And I don't even think he meant any harm. I really don't. But it just read so arrogantly. First of all, who cares? Second of all, it was still, even if me and my husband weren't here at the time because we hadn't been born yet, it was still my people that made it possible for your ass to come over here. And so get your nose out of the air. And thirdly, I did want to slap the hell out of it. Told you the feather flies. In the church. I don't like that arrogance. And you a little fleer. Okay. Put just a little of this on the brow bone. I don't know what it is. I don't really like doing brow bone color. And I'm not quite sure why. Okay. All right, so that's the eyeshadow. And I am aware that there's nobody in here right now that y'all are peeping in and out, and that's fine because that's how it usually is on my videos. And like I said, the stuff that I say, people don't seem to really be able to abide truth. And so, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, which I wish I had done first, and then finish up. Okay, that's good. Okay, now let's go ahead and do put on my concealer. Okay, and while that's kind of setting, Elf has come out with these cream bronzer sticks. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Come out with these cream bronzer sticks, and I have actually been liking this. And To me, it has a. Does it have a little gray in it? I feel like it has a little shadow in it. It's not just completely gray, but maybe it is just bronzer. But I feel like I see a little shadow in there too. But and so, where's my taking my foundation brush and just and like I say, y'all, I'm just taking my time sitting here putting on my makeup. You watch whatever you want to watch of the video, like y'all been doing. Just come in, come out as you get ready to. And I do appreciate all of you. Okay. It's a F bronzer stick, cream stick. Okay. And now let's blend it. I got a whole new set of brushes sitting over here, and I've gotten from Amazon, and I have yet to use them. Uh, I've washed them because you know I like to wash my stuff before I use it, and yeah, I need to use them to see how I like them. I'm going here, and I just put on a little bit of concealer, like in areas that I need it down here. I don't like that light look in the middle of the face. I know a lot of this stuff is the new way of doing things or whatever, but let's see, let's do that. But I guess I like the putting on makeup how I grew up putting it on. Now I'm not opposed to learning tips and tricks and doing new things, but I mean, absolutely no harm in saying this, but I think that makeup should just enhance. When I sat down to do my makeup, I was brown. When I finished doing my makeup, I still want to be brown. I don't want to be light in here. And I understand that we have shadows and different colors all over the face, but I'm not trying to create a completely different face. I'm just wanting to enhance my features. So let's do that. Clean up around the area. I'm waking up. I feel like I'm waking up since I'm putting on makeup. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have to do my brow? Oh, powder, powder, powder. So what I'm gonna do is set under my eye with the Laura Mercier honey powder, which I just went and got not too long ago. And then after I got it, I remembered I don't really care for yellow under my eye, that I'd rather have that translucent powder. But here we go. So I'm just going to tap, 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 tap. Okay. Now, do a little bit of that. Okay. And that's all the yellow powder I want. Now I'm going to reach for my skin tone powder, and that's going pretty much everywhere on my face. Uh, where are you? Okay, here you are. I need to clean this vanity off. Okay, medium deep, Laura Mercier. And I'm just going to take the same brush, swirl. And so I did not, even though I put a little bit of concealer down in here and to lighten it up a little, I'm still setting it with my tone powder. I don't like looking light all in here. Okay, so that's my skin tone powder. The only place I use the light powder is to set my under eyes. Even like I say, even though I put concealer and stuff just a bit right here, I still set it with my skin tone powder. Now I'm fixing to do my brows, and we're winding it up, believe it or not. As soon as I find my brow pencil, I will be doing my brows. Let's put on a little bit of brown eyeliner and waterline. Yeah, I'm getting stuff all over my, that's why I don't have on my clothes that I'm going out in when I come on camera, because I end up getting makeup. What did I do with my brow pencil? Just that quick. Here it is. Okay. So now we're going to do our brows. All right. It's hard to talk while doing brows, y'all. So I just started like that. Okay. Brows are sisters, not twins. I think I'm good with this. I don't want to start making it too thick. All right. So that's that. And then I just go. Okay. Sisters, not twins. Leave them alone. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to talk during brows. Okay. All right. So that's that. And then I like to take a Q-tip once I've done that and just kind of do that and then go up under it. And that's my carving. That's my carving. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Now, so all we have left now is blush, mascara, and lipstick. Now, before I do that, let's put on some Make It Last. And I'm not sure I like doing this step either. Because sometimes I feel like it messes up my makeup. Now I get to use my fan, honey. I just need a little sweet gum. Y'all remember that movie? Just chew a little sweet gum. That's not the exact line Tony said. Tony Braxton. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whew, honey, like I said, forget the makeup. Let's just make a video blowing the fan on ourselves. All right, I like that. All right, so makeup set. Now blush, mascara, and lipstick, and I'm out of here, honey. Thank you for stopping by. Let's do mascara. I have the YSL Lash Clash. Now I already curled my lashes. I'm washing my sheets and stuff and my pillowcases because I washed my hair today. So that's part of my routine. If you look back here and see, there's just my little bed slip on the bed. I don't need to heat my tea. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna. I have these long dresses. They're summer dresses, and you've seen me in them because I have them in different colors. And that's what I've been wearing all summer. They have pockets in them. They're nice and comfortable, and they have little slits up the side. And I just think they're appropriate for daily wear and even for going out. So that's what I have been wearing. And I'm thinking I'm gonna wear my red one. Okay. See if I can do one more coat. I like this YSL Lash Clash. It's two coats. So that's mascara. Now let's do some blush. Yeah, okay. So hold on. Let me do a little bit of bronzer. This is what I can't make up. I did the cream bronzer, but this is what I'm kind of now I'm doing the powder bronzer, but I'm just doing a little bit, just a little, because I'm not sure I like bronzer like that. Using a cream, say, mm-mm. This I think is going to end up being like mid-tone eyeshadow for me, unless I just wear it as blush sometimes. But trying to bronze, I don't really like that either. I like my complexion with the right foundation that matches my skin. I want a concealer that's just one or two shades lighter for my under eye. Set it with a little bit of light powder, then set the rest of my face with the powder that matches my skin, and that's it. Yeah, I'm seeing. I don't. Some of the stuff I don't like. How it looks on me. Just the basics is what I'm good with. Okay, now we're gonna do some blush. Um, this is Morphe. It's I know I haven't told y'all everything I've used, but this is something fairly new to me. Cheek Thrills. It's an orangey like blush. Okay, and I'm doing the cream, and I'm putting it over the powder because I forgot to put it on under the powder. Okay, yeah, we're almost done. Okay, that's the cream. And let me not do too much because I know if I have on too much, my daughter's going to tell me I have on too much. Honey, these daughters are something else. They think they run stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. All right, so now we just do some lips and we'll be done. I'm going to use this NYX Club Hopper. Or I think it's Club Hopper. Yeah, Club Hopper. And I don't mind, like one side of my lip is higher than the other. I don't mind fixing that. But a lot of times I don't even do that. I just draw on the very outskirt of the line of my lip. This all this starting up here under your nose. I don't see how y'all are comfortable walking around like that. To each their own, but we're just talking. Okay. Here. And then we want, oh, I pulled out the exact one I want. Local Celeb. It's an orangey, like burnt orange type lipstick, and it goes, well, I'm thinking it'll go with my blush, my orange blush. But this is a little bit more, the lipsticks, a little bit more burnt orange than the, oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay. So lip combo for today is Club Hopper lip liner, NYX, and lipstick MAC Local Celeb. Okay, put back in here. All right. Okay, so that's good. This is going with me. And so it's been so long, it's, an hour and 10 minutes, y'all. And I know y'all have come and gone. But let me zoom you out. So this is my makeup for the day. We went with a kind of orange look. The Local Celeb lipstick, MAC, lip liner, NYX, Club Hopper. Uh, Blush is Morphe Cheek Thrills, kind of an orangey blush. Eyeshadow is MAC Unfiltered Nudes. I use Satin Taupe and Uninterrupted. And Give Me Cyberspace. Those three colors. Satin Taupe, Uninterrupted, and Give Me Cyberspace. That's what I used on my eyes. I used an Essence eyeliner pencil, YSL mascara, uh, Elf cream bronzer, Ulta brow pencil, and I think that's it. Okay, so let me zoom you out. That's the makeup. I'm not gonna show you the outfit because it's, like I said, it's just one of my long summer dresses that I think looks nice. My perfume is going to be Miss Dior. Um, so, ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is the hair. I just need to spray it with my Paul Mitchell spray. So this is my hair for the day. I tried to go back to wearing my wigs because I have them up here behind it. I put one on, I think it was last week, and sat down to try to play with it, and that got on my nerves. Okay, just something being on my head. Okay, so this is how my hair looks. I just need to spray it with some Paul Mitchell spray. I started to put in a um, a rinse, a brown rinse. But I was like, no, I'm gonna keep my gray. I'm gonna keep my gray hair. But anyway, y'all, I thank you for stopping by for any portion of this video that you stopped by for. Hold on, give me a second. And I don't even know. I'm either gonna wear my black dress. I'm either gonna do the black dress or I'm gonna do the red one. even though I have on orange lipstick and stuff. I don't know. We'll just see. Because I think it can pull with the red. I'm thinking I'm going to do the red. Okay. But anyway, thank you for stopping by for any portion of this video that you have watched, spending a little time with me. We shall talk later, my darlings. And that's it. Love y'all. Bye.